Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we continue our search for the survivors, the people of Dunfast. So, before we leave this town, let us take the chance to grab some scholar materials one more time. And looking good. Oh no, okay, that I believe is one of the raid warbands of Wildermore. And I had a lot of time soloing Fanak. It does take a while, but it's perfectly doable. Or at least it was last time I was here. Yeah, I will need to give him a try as well. And see if that changes everything. Snared cloak, okay. You have found a cloak snagged on a bent tree. Okay, yeah, well, we need to call Kainberg for this. Ah, a cloak snagged on a tree. That is a good sign. It is certain they ran this way. Let us continue southwest. You hear hushed voices nearby. So here we go. Do you hear that, Beriathan? Voices. Can it be they?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
So yeah, these are the Dunfast refugees. Ah, here we are then. These people are in dire need of our aid. I am so glad to see them alive.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Thank heavens, there is hope. Do you come with an army from Forlo? Where are the rest of you?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I think we should ask these people what they saw that made them leave. Perhaps one of them knows aught of the artifact you seek. I do not suppose they will have any news of Thrym, but no matter. We must see to the artifact first. Have you heard of any unusual relics?
Desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I am sorry, but no. I know nothing of such things. Did you get a look at Núrzum?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Nay, the snow was too heavy, but we could hear him. He was laughing. He sounded happy. No sound has ever made me more afraid.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
We left our cows behind, all of them. Those poor beasts, what became of them? We have always worked so hard to protect them, and they have thanked us by giving us milk, but we left them to fend for themselves. If only we had thought to bring them when we ran, but it was all such a terrible blur. The retreat thinks of nothing but the poor cows that were left behind when the villagers fled. What about you, Givemund?
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
I think we're doomed to starve here, stranger. It is very unfortunate that you did not come with provisions for my folk. The harvest has been mostly taken by the frost. I will go back and search for food, but I dare not risk my life on so slim a chance. Givemund believes the harvest has been spoiled by frost and his folk starve without food.
Were once so fair.
Let me reforge this. Bridle. 4 bridles. Javelin. Which javelin was it? Oh, okay, this one. And the mace. Looking better.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
You ask strange questions of such desperate people, stranger. We saw nothing but our own shame as we fled our homes. Never have I been so afraid. No, I saw nothing and I can barely remember anything of that day, for I have never been so hungry or cold in my life. Lureka is so hungry, cold and afraid that he can recall nothing helpful.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Did you get a look at Núrzum?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Do you call me a coward? Say what you mean at once, stranger. No, I did not look upon the giant. It would be wise to stay away. Yeah, I know.
How could we possibly survive this?
Artifact? I have seen no artifact, and I did not see the giant who drove us off. Only a violent blizzard and a terrible ruckus. Now we are here, freezing every night with no roof above our heads. My full neighbors will not let me be warm. We will all die of cold, mark my words.
What brings you to these lands?
When we woke the morning Núrzum came, there was a nice fire outside of town. Old Iothete cried out about the fragment of stone, but soon everyone was shouting and no one listened. I am sorry, but I do not know anymore.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
So you didn't get a glimpse of Núrzum. And what about you, for there?
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Do not bother to stop and help this lot of cowards. Anyone who abandons their home without fighting deserves just this. Be stranded, cold, and homeless. These silly wretches fled, and dragged me with them, for they did not want me angering the enemy. They broke my door, knocked me down when I put up a fight, and then I woke up here. As one who barely survived a harrowing encounter with Núrzum, you can only shake your head at this man's foolishness. He doesn't understand how lucky he is to be alive, and hates his neighbors for saving him. Hopefully you will get to understand.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
Relic? Bah, I do not understand you. Will you help me fight the invaders? I do not want to freeze with the other cravens.
There are not enough curses in the world for the invaders of the lands of Rohan.
Not even a glance. There was cold, snow. He was near, but he did not come, and the cowards turned and ran. And yeah, that was very wise of them. Let me go back to this javelin. Crank the DPS up a little. Critical rating. Let us do Defiant Challenge. Every once in a while it does come in handy. And now, this Gambit critical rating, I think it's a little bit more helpful. Okay.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
They cannot help us in this state, but we can certainly help them. I suppose I must put aside my search for Thrym for the moment. Let us start by saving these people from a cold and hungry death. Maybe then they can better remember what happened the day they ran away.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
The cows were left behind when we left. I wished to go and lead them back here, but no one would let me leave. Do you think you could check on them? Their milk would help us survive. There are 4 cows. Please bring back as many as you can.
Saruman will pay for the crimes of the White Hand.
We are so cold at night. How I fear for the young ones. The fools snap out the fire when I try to light one after dark, and we all shiver the whole night long. Our cloaks are too thin, and no fire. We'll not survive the strange winter in this way, but I do not fancy freezing to death in this forsaken place.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
You are not afraid to go back and search for the crops. You are incredibly brave, stranger. I do not think you will find any food fit to eat, but you have my thanks for trying. Please be careful. It is not worth it to die an unnatural death for the sake of frost-bitten food. Well, we'll see, we'll see. So back to Dunfast, it seems. Just wondering, the hut in the woods. Well, these are the woods of Dunfast of the witch shaw, so gotta be somewhere around here. Now this wolf has a quest, so let us pick that up. Since the witch shots fell under the sway of Núrzum's forces, wolves roam in great numbers, haunting the game that should be the people of Wildermore. Now you will tell me I'm taking those goblin spies and I will... Oh, Jesus. Found one of the 4 cows eaten by wolves. And of course we need to use the wolves to get their pelts. Has been ruined by the frost? Okay. There's one more wolf that we can use. Okay. One of the cows eaten by wolves. We're getting used to that, it seems. Cows didn't stand a chance. Let us keep looking for crops in here. Crop ruined by the frost. Is crop still good to eat? Not much then. We're doing what we can. Some good to eat, some ruined by the frost. We're still missing one cow. I would expect some crops, some of the harvest to be around the mill? No? Okay. If you say so. I wonder if maybe there are some crops inside the barn. Doesn't seem to be. Very cool music though. Okay, here we have the missing crops. So I haven't been checking that much, but it seems it's like 50-50. Crops ruined by the frost and crops eat to it. Take it. Okay, I see it now. One of the cows. You have found the 4th cow, alive and well. She was clever enough to evacuate Dunfast when the farmers were no longer there to protect the small herd. Is the whistle to call the cow to you? Yeah, but not yet. Still missing some wolves. So let us try and look for them. Oh, there you have it. The hut in the woods. Perfect. I'm not sure if we will get to this place at some point. So let us check this off the list. Discovered Iothete's hideaway and completed isolation in the witch shaws. So chances are we will be back here at some point. That's what I thought. 5 LOTRO points from reputation and coins. That's it. Now just missing a few more wolves and we can go back to the refugees. Very well. That's it. Just one more wolf. You have defeated a number of wolves in the witch shaws, but they will return as long as the unnatural winter holds fast. As long as wolves roam, hunters are needed. So let us just bring this cow to safety. God, you'd like to take your time. Come here. Move a little bit faster, please. You have reached the hideout safely. That's great. The cow looks pleased to be among farmers again, instead of braving the cold, harsh wild alone. She will provide milk for these hungry people, and will help them endure this strange winter.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I am so glad that you were able to find the one survivor. I wish I could return the favor for you, but sadly I have no information, only gratitude. I hope you will accept it. Ah, you can also talk to the child.
Say that strangers might be dangerous.
When we woke the morning Núrzum came, there was an ice fire outside of town. Old Iothete cried out about the fragment of stone, but soon everyone was shouting and no one listened. I am sorry, but I do not know anymore.
I'm not afraid of you.
How could we possibly survive this?
Thank you for this. You are a true friend, unlike my foul neighbors. A fire would save us all, but pelts will do. They will do. You gently remind the angry woman of the danger of Núrzum spotting a fire easily in the night. The memory of Núrzum's nearness causes her to widen. You are right. I do not wish to run from that creature again.
These lands were once so fair.
I cannot believe it. You have saved us, Beriathan. We have not had a proper meal in days now. I had not thought that there was any hope left for us.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
For your help, kind stranger, I have done my best to think back to the day we fled Dunfast. If you would like to hear it, I can share my tale. A villager's memory of the day Núrzum approached Dunfast. Yeah. Once again, I do enjoy session plays. I didn't remember there were so many in Wildermore, but that's one positive point in my book.
Now that the refugees from Dunfast have recovered their strength and their hope, their tale must be learned.
Okay. Here we are. So different from last time we were here. At least there are people now. Not too visible with all this snow, but it's something at least. The weather brought you out of your warm home as well, did it? A little snow never bothered anyone, but this is indeed strange. This winter is something. I have never seen snow like this before. Nay, nor I. Oh god. What is this madness? The air, it doesn't feel right. Oh jeez. A terrible rumbling shakes the earth. Talk to Ludeka? Okay. What in the world was that?
We will survive this.
Givemund, we'll do a look. Do you have experience in arms? The rumblings sounded like it came from near the windmill. You find that you have not the will to go further. You are too afraid, brave though you are. Well, would you let me go then?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
You are pale as a ghost, Givemund. Whatever is it? You explained to your worried neighbors about the terrible force of menace and the blinding cold you felt northwest of the village. We should evacuate. Whatever terror approaches, I do not like it. I must get my child. Let us meet in the woods behind Ludeka's farms.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Oh, what will become of us? I am slow, but I will try to keep up. Thank you, dear Givemund, for coming to warn me. I am so afraid. Don't be. Let us just go, and we will be okay. I will meet you at the farm. Thank you, dear Givemund. Certain fate in the frozen wild is better than certain death in Dunfast. And we need to get everyone out. You have entered your own home. You have gathered some meager belongings, but you feel a great urge to keep moving. Okay? Let us try this. The unearthly chill in Iothete's home reminds you that Iothete rarely comes here anymore. You hope that he is safe.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
I will be out to meet you shortly, Givemund. I will not be much longer. Between you and me, old friend, I have never been so afraid in my life. This unnatural winter has had me on edge, but this is worse. Ludeka is terrified of the sudden change of weather in Dunfast, as terrified as you are yourself. You have entered your own home, yeah. That's been established.
afraid of what is happening to these lands.
What is it, Givmund? Why does the earth shake? You hastily tell Leofberg to gather warm cloaks, food and water, and meet at Hideaway's farm. I will do as you say, but if we leave town, we shall all die of cold. Okay. Now break the lock of Portier's home. Okay, let us do this now.
What do you need?
Only cowards flee their homes. Fight alongside me, Givmund, and drive the enemy back. Givmund now recalls that he was still chilled by the icy power just outside of Dunfast. A heated argument between the two neighbors ensued, and Forthere became obstinate. Coward! You would abandon your home, Givmund? I'll fight the enemy myself if I must. Just try and stop me. What is this? A kick? An uppercut? And that's basically it. Please. Beriathan was carried out and evacuated with the others. What I really enjoy about this session play is how you get the chance of going to each one of Dunfast's houses and evacuate them, and it suddenly all falls into place. Like if you remember what it was like on the previous episode when we first arrived at a town, and now seeing it all coming into play, it's a really little detail in my opinion, but it's a really cool one. I wished the game had more instances like this. This sort of a flashback instances, session plays, or what have you. I have a soft spot for that kind of storytelling.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
It was good of Givmund to try to remember his tale. What do you think you will do next?
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
You asked Givmund about Iothete, the man who no longer lived at Dunfast. The draughty home piques your interest once again. Oh, Iothete, a senile old fool. He kept insisting that he was given a cursed relic, and then he left town when no one believed him. He holds himself up in the northern woods now.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Come to think of it, there are other residents of the Witch House who have not been warned of Núrzum's presence. If Garwick wishes everyone to evacuate to Forlo, it would be good of you to let them know. The fishermen live in a lonely house in the northern plains, at the edge of a lake and wood. They are not friendly, but they trade us fish and game every so often. While I do not like them, I do not wish them to be eaten by a giant.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
That was an interesting tale. It would seem that this missing fellow might have information for you, Beriathan. I will remain here and help these people get back on their feet. Do come back when you find that man. I must continue my search. So first of all, as you see here, we got a quest of finding the fishermen, which we did on the previous episode. But as I told you then, yeah, there was a quest that would lead you to the fishermen, so in that regard, the isolation of the Witch House is very easy to complete, it seems. You basically are led to each one of the locations. There's not much to do.
The white wizard has taken everything from us.
Another stranger come to lay a curse on me? Or do you seek refuge from the cold? Which is it? Speak up at once.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands down.
Oh yeah. So we have here Quest of the Witchshaws, Beriathan, Roamer of the Icebound Land. That's a really cool title. A little bit long, so I don't think I'm gonna change that, but maybe. 5 LOTRO points, some Virtue XP. Honor is now level 20. You have done a great deal to aid the people of the Witchshaws. 10 LOTRO points. You seek a relic, you say? I feared and hoped this day would come. I believe I might have some information for you, stranger, but I need you to find something first. I am afraid I cannot tell you without some proof in my hand, for otherwise you will not believe my story. It is in Dunfast, in my home. You will know when you find it. Oh, really cool. So, through the thin breeze near Iothete's hideout, you see orcs patrolling the woods in great numbers, likely pouring down from Isengard through the Valewood to the northwest. You should defeat orcs in the woods of the Witchshaws. Let us do just that. That will also give us a chance of advancing the epic. You did the wilds of Wildermore, the Elderwood? Okay. Give me just a moment then. Stepping, Ending Hollow, Stonecliff, Leaf Locksmith. The orcs patrolling the Witchshaws seem very organized. One can only assume that their leader is somewhere nearby preparing an invasion in Núrzum's wake. Okay. So let us try and look for that. Forgot to hit Garlic back after leaving the session plate. That is a downside, yeah. But a very small one. You have defeated the White Hand siege leader in the Witchshaws, but as long as Núrzum roams unhindered, the enemy is a greater threat than the people of Wildermore can withstand. Okay, Worsted level 51. Cool. Very cool indeed. Now, give me just a moment. Let me double check what else can we do here in the Witchshaws. No, that's it, basically. Yeah, that's it. We need to bring the vegetables to Odudan outside of Dunfast. Yeah. Oh, we need to defeat more orcs. Okay. I can do that. Maybe if the Orc Riders count as orcs. Well, late for that now. You coming here? Well, at least it did count. One more orc, really, so we are missing. Okay, here we have it. You have defeated a number of the orc invaders from Isengard through the Valewood, making the Witchshaws safer for a short time at least. Okay, that was it, really simple. Now let us go to the fisherman's home really quick, and then we'll go back to Dunfast. It seems we are reaching the end of this area as well. All things considered, Wildermore is not a very big place. I think it's a little bit smaller than the Great River, which is, in my opinion, the gold standard of what that kind of mid-expansion update should be. Nobody seems to be home. The fish in this rock are fresh caught. Perhaps the fishermen are nearby, catching more fish. And then that would lead us to all the fisherman quests that we did, which also begin with this fishing rack, but as you can see, you can do them out of order if you so feel. So as I was saying, I think the Great River is what every other zone should aim to be. It has a great storyline, great landscape, it has its own fellowship place. It also has a very fun instance. Back in the day, it was really fun to do. Really easy, maybe. But that was something that happened with all Isengard instances. All the 3-man and 6-man in Isengard during Isengard times were really easy. But it was still really fun. Wildermore, I'm having a good time as well, but... well, I have as well some strong feelings towards other areas of this place. So, not as good, in my opinion, as the Great River.
I think Horn is feeling better. Nothing cures an aching heart like hard work.
I'm glad we were able to do some good here in the Witchhaus. I think Horn is feeling better as well. There is no cure for an aching heart quite like hard work. Speak to him and see if I am right, Beriathan.
I know what we need to do.
I know what we need to do, Beriathan. We need to go to the cave of which Nona spoke and help her provide for the refugees she mentioned. First, we should gather the root vegetables she needs. Do you remember she said that? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Horn trails off, following your gaze to the pile of root vegetables at Kurudan's feet. Then he burst out laughing. Wonderful, Beriathan. You remain 2 or 3 steps ahead of this humble minstrel, and I have no excuse but a foggy shroud of love to explain my predictability. You have my thanks, my thoughtful Warden, as you always have done.
Nona told us the survivors in her care came from the city of Beriathan.
Nona told us that the survivors in her care came from the city of Beriathan. According to Cleowine's map, that is north of here along the road, amid the high knolls of Wildermore. My master has also expressed a desire to see the city. I believe he has the kernel of a sunk in his heart and desires to see what has befallen Beriathan in order to make that kernel set forth its shoots. If we find orcs there, as we certainly must, we will slay them. If Nona's heart beats for the people under her care, so too does mine, Beriathan. Curious, right? Because just on the last episode you were saying this was not the time for looking for that cave yet, but now you want to go. Well, yeah, love and everything, right? But still kind of funny when you put it that way. So yeah, that is our next step. But we have unlocked a new interlude from Cleowine's map. Your eye is drawn west across the map beyond the borders of Rohan and comes to rest upon the rocky hills of Dunland. You wonder what has become of Radanir and the Grey Company since you left them. Let us see. Meanwhile, in Edwise, Radanir speaks with the people of Lanuk about the deteriorating situation to their south. Let us go then.
Meanwhile, Radanir of the Dunedain brings tidings of Lou Brennin's betrayal to the Ukluth in Enedwaith.
Another day of our journey nears its end, Radanir. Let us see if the Ukluth, the Ox clan, will consent to stay in us for the night. We have tidings from the south to give to Glen Brennin as well. Do you remember how highly he spoke of Leo Brennin and the Falcon clan? The news that his southern neighbors have thrown him with Saruman will not please him. I will see to the horses while you meet with the Brennin, and Radanir, try not to jest. Yeah, you don't need to worry about me, Citadel. I'll be sure to adhere to the seriousness of this situation. Let us go. You returned after mere days, Ranger. Where is the rest of your company? Oh boy, if I told you. But maybe the Brennin will tell all of you after I talk to him, so... You Iothete are the bravest of all the clans of Enedwite and Downland. The sun was very hot today. Is good the night approaches? Radanir, wanderer from afar. You return to Lanark but without the rest of your company. Lynn's Brennin's open face grows cloudy and troubled as you speak of the great company's betrayal by Leo Brennin and the Falcon clan. Alas for your fallen, and for the hopes of my people, Radanir. If Leo Brennin has succumbed to the whispered promises of Saruman, how can we hope to persevere against him? Lynn Brennin snorts. Leo was not as strong as I believed, Radanir. That must now be the truth. His weakness buried deeply as he merged and betrayed us all. Do you remember Anidin, the Falcon clan messenger your brave friend rescued from Light Ogo? Yeah. His leg is nearly healed and he was soon to return to Turmorva. No. Find him down the hill away and tell him of his people's treachery. Watch him closely. If he knew the heart of his Brennin was rotted, he must be made to pay for his deceit. Let us see. The Rangers have returned. What can you tell me of my home? Did you not travel to Turmorva in Talmethedras? Anirin's face falls as you describe the Falcon clan's betrayal of the Grey Company, and despite your natural skepticism, Anirin's reaction seems genuine. What of my family? Do you have any news of them? My beloved is named Wenda, and she is not a warrior. Is she in danger? And my mother said in his age and would not know to seal her tongue if she were put in a precarious position. What can you tell me of my family, Ranger? Speak! What was that noise? Something is happening, Ranger, by the gate. Follow me. This gate? Okay, this gate. We have here Suvulk. Oh my god, so good to see you. Not now, Ranger. There are rude ones outside this gate that need a lesson in manners. You are not welcome here, Wormspawn. What brings you crawling to Lanark on your bellies? I speak for the Dragon Clan. Any of the Iothete who lay down their weapons will be spared. All the others will be slain. Downlanding cannot fight downlanding. This evil cannot be allowed, Dragon Clan. You have the look of a falcon about you, but you sound like a weeping woman. The dragon and the falcon are allies today. Help us lay these oxen and you will have a share of the treasure. This man says the Falcon Clan and the Dragon Clan are now allies. If this is true, then my decision is made easy. In truth, it is no decision at all. Well, it's hairpin, okay. That's cool. For Wadu and Nana, yeah, so will you showed him. A man must follow the voice of his heart to know true goodness, and I have been doing so. Ranger, go and protect the Brennin. Does the Brennan need any help? Oh my god. What happened here? The Dragon Clan is not alone, Radanir. They brought the worms they worship down from the mountains with them, and they are losing the village. Help my people drive them away, Ranger. Here's one of them. The worm hisses as it traps victims and labours in for its meal. You have to get its attention. Over here, worm, over here. Let me get a look at that ugly visage of yours and see if I can work any improvement. As the worm closes for battle, you wonder if you could have fashioned a better battle cry. Thank you, Ranger. This worm has not noticed your approach, and though it pains you to talk unaccompanied by a shout born of your sharp wit, you do so anyway. There will be time enough and worms enough in Lanuk for you to think of something clever in the meantime. Curse the Dragon Clan. Oh, Citadel, who are you fighting for? With? The worm snaps its fangs together as it menaces its prey. Oh, what is that horrible stench? Is that you, worm? It is! It is a wonder your creatures are even able to breathe. Oh, Radanir is having a lot of fun. So too are we. I nearly had it, Ranger, but I am grateful all the same. I think that is all of them, Radanir. Did I hear you shouting something about the worm spelling foul? It sounded like you, friend. He grimaces. When the fighting started, the horses bolted and the wagon rolled down the hill. You should help me find the horses and tether one of them to the wagon, and then... I think you should take the other horse and return to Halbarad. He raises a hand to still your protest. I can drive the wagon north by myself. You are of more use in a fight than I am, and if the Falcon Clan and the Dragon Clan have joined together as it seems they have, Halbarad will have need of strong fighters. You may continue north with me if you desire, but I think you should return to Halbarad and tell him what happened here. This should be goodbye, my friend, for now. Interesting. So that means, will we meet Radanir at some point? I think he was very much looking forward to a reunion with Elweleth, so... feel bad for him. Anytime now. Volume 3 Interludes Part 1. Cool. What do we have here? Volume 3 Interludes Part 1. Dunedain Workman's Outfit Gift Box. And we're gonna take that, but I don't think we have enough backspace to open it. But remind me of doing so. Because it has very cool cosmetics. For the time being, let us also check Iothete's house, which is this one over here. This home is as draughty as it was before, and you feel a strong chill. This ice-cold fragment is very similar to the formations you see on Núrzum and on the land wherever he goes. Of course, that is what we were looking for. Let us go back to Iothete and see what he has to say, basically. We were really not that far. Okay.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Yes, that is it. An unmistakable relic of some terrible power. I hate it. Its power is everywhere now. It is the reason I live here instead of in my true home. I cannot seem to get away from it, and it has brought evil upon us. Now that you feel its power, I will tell you how I came by it. I am sure that this is the reason Wildermore is falling into a wintry ruin. It is my fault.
These lands were once so fair.
I am ready to tell you my strange tale, Beriathan. No one has ever believed me, but I hope you will, now that you have touched the stone. This is not a memory I wish to relive, but I will if it helps you save our land. I thought this was gonna be another session play, but okay.
Story behind the stone fragment uncovered in Dunfast. An old and dark one.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
I will tell you everything I remember, Beriathan. You will wish me dead when you hear what I did to Wildermore. If you wish to know how I came by the stone, I will tell you. It was a year ago or so, and it was a fine green day. I walked often when it was warmer, for the woods were fair and hale. Where's Iothete? Ah, okay. So here we can get a glimpse of how Wildermore is supposed to look naturally. So it's a very beautiful place, as you can see, and this instance is the reason why I wish we could get to see Wildermore as it truly is. But sadly, doesn't seem to be the case yet. Stay still. No, stay still, man, please. Yeah, thank you.
These lands were once so fair.
Iothete's voice paints a picture in your mind of his walk on a fateful day a year or so ago. The woods of the Witchshaws feel very different than the very white tints protruding from the snow today. Iothete remembers walking in the green woods of the Witchshaws. Okay. Oh. Is that a fellow wanderer I see ahead? Hail, traveler! What is your errand, my good fellow? Are you from this land? Pray answer. Why yes, I am. Can I? I am weary. You will invite me to your home to discuss many things. I see that you are weary, sir. Won't you come and sit at my home? Dunfast is not far.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Yes, do come rest at my home. We can discuss whatever you'd like. Iothete remembers sitting for a long while. Tell me, who is the leader of these lands? Why, that would be Garwick, Griff of Wildermore. How old is he? Is he strong? Hale? His line is strong, but he is no longer young. Indeed, and who will succeed him? Our Riff has many fine sons, Garnot, Garford, Edsik, Kutbald, Garzik, and there is also Thane Redbeard, the hero of Wildermore. He is like a son to Garwick. None can best him in battle. Is that so? Now tell me, what strongholds have you in this land? You wanted to know everything about Wildermore. I do not know why. I thank you for your time and hospitality. This has been most informative. I leave you with this gift so that you may remember your service to an old wanderer. and that was when he placed the stone exactly where you found it. The cold came instantly. I was so afraid. So of course, you can see where this is going right now. You have found this mysterious old man before. So this is the moment in which everything starts to fall into place.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Iothete concludes his tale. The memory is strange, foggy, unsettling. I do not feel like I was there, merely looking on from a distance while I spoke too much of things that do not concern strangers. I told my neighbors, but they dismissed me as being mad. The stone terrified me, it made me cold. So I left. Now it is cold everywhere, and it is my fault. And now you see what the stone has wrought? The cold came over our lands not long ago, and it was as unnatural as this stone that froze my home a year ago. Is it my fault? Is it because I told him so much? Don't be so harsh with you, Iothete.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
There you have it, Beriathan. An grim and cursed tale, is it not? The stone Saruman gave Iothete is the key. It is a fragment chipped from the very stone that Núrzum carries with him upon his back. It is the source of the cold spreading throughout Wildermore, for it goes where Núrzum goes. Garwick must hear of this discovery at once.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
I hope my tale and that stone help you in your search, Beriathan. Since I met the old wanderer, I have felt a curse of impending doom, while everyone called me a superstitious old fool. Now that you are here, I feel hopeful again. I believe you can lift the doom cast upon Wildermore. The rift must hear indeed. I mean, we have a new piece of the puzzle, but we still have so much answers. So much questions. So let us go back to Kainberg and tell her what we have discovered. The refugees camp is not that far.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
That is a strange story indeed, Beriathan. Garwick will be glad to hear it. You can escort this poor folk to Forlo, and I will head north to continue my search for Thrym. I have wasted enough time seeing to these gentlefolk. I should be searching for Thrym. He needs us, and we desperately need him.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You gently tell Kainberg that your errand to speak with Garwick cannot wait, and the refugees will slow you down. Fine, Beriathan. I will escort them so that you make haste. But then I shall continue my search for Thrym. Wildermore needs him. You bite your tongue, and hope that Kainberg soon realizes that Thrym is gone, so that she may confront her grief at last. Alright. I will see you at Forlo. I will see that these people get there safe. Okay, so we need to go to Forlo. Let us master there. Don't worry, girlie. We are going. Or are we? Okay. So here we are back at Forlo. I'm gonna make a quick stop here at the tavern to clear up some backspace, and I will be back to you. I will be back with you on the next episode when we go and talk to Garwick about what we have found. For the time being, this has been today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.